Welcome back to Madison Square Garden in New York, where the brave men of the Braided Bungalows are brought to you by Tim Hortons Triple Chocolate Baked Goods. It's irresistibly chocolatey. Henrik Lundqvist against the Leafs, 3-2-0 lifetime with a 3.79 goals against average. Andrew Raycroft against the Rangers, 4-1-1, 2.28.
Well, have you ever seen this guy play any better than he's playing right now after coming off the concussion? I haven't. He has been great. And last night, the big line and the victory over Pittsburgh were made up by these three guys. But four players for the Rangers can all hurt you. And you better be careful or they will.
Glenn Healy in between the benches. Down he is there in the walkway on the way out. The referees tonight, Brad Watson of Regina and Kelly Sutherland of Victoria, with Steve Barton and Jean Morin are the linesmen. And this hockey broadcast is available on TSN HD, Canada's sports leader in high definition. Last time Watson and Sutherland officiated a Leaf game was the game in New Jersey when Thomas Kaberle was stapled to the boards in that controversial hit. So we are underway, and glad you're along with us here in Madison Square Garden. The implications of this game have been well documented for both of these teams. Kabina steps up and with a shot. Juggled. The rebound in front of the net is knocked back of the net. Roosevelt being chased by Ponikarovsky. Drops it back. And Nylander gets it onto the near wing. Here is Jagr. A long right wing pass for Nylander working in over the line. Drops it back. And the shot went wide of the goal. Jagr trying to play it into the corner. Picked off by Kabina. Outlet to Kaberle and on to Sundin. Returns the favor. Here's Kaberle winding and shooting. That went off a stick and almost handcuffed Lundqvist. Round back of the net, far side. Roosevelt trying to get to it as Steen is taken off his feet. And a penalty is coming here for interference to the Rangers.
Jagr's going to get it. He interfered with the forechecker. And the Leafs will go to the first power play of the game. And here it is right here. He steps into Steen, and Steen had a bit of an angle on Roosevelt, who had the puck, but couldn't get to him because of the interference.
48 seconds into it, and the Leafs on the power play, where they are 3 of 19 in their last 5 games.
And the Rangers' penalty kill has been effective, too. 5 goals against in the last 50 times short.
Against the Rangers this year, the Leafs have scored 5 power play goals in 17 opportunities. Into the corner it goes. Here is Wellwood at the side of the net, looking for Tucker in front. Couldn't find him. Pohl works the far boards. John Pohl back to the point, and a shot by McCabe goes wide of the net. Wellwood and Pohl trying to come away with a loose puck. Left in the corner for Wellwood. Wellwood loses it, and now the Rangers with a chance to clear, get it in front of the goal, and a quick turn by Jed Ortmeyer sends it down the ice.
This rink's got real fast boards when the puck is shot against the yellow border at the bottom. The goalies have to be ready for it to come off those boards in a hurry.
Kaberle to the line. Tucker had been forced over the blue line, and it's offside.
The Toronto Maple Leafs, 2 big plays they have on their power play, and the Rangers are very well aware of it. And you watch Brian McCabe at the point, everybody knows he's got the big bomb. So Holvig right away, 41, Ortmeyer goes right out to him. I'm going to take that shot away, and he'll do that all night. And the other play they love to use is the down low play, either with Pohl or with Wellwood, and it's that creative play across the crease to Tucker.
Kaberle back in his own zone. Now here's McCabe skating it to center.
Defensive zone coverage has really been abysmal tonight, and that's been one of their strengths in the last little while. The fight starts between Antropov and Jagr. Once you've gone to Jagr in the offensive zone, don't leave him, because he's going to head for a scoring area. And that's exactly what happens. And they're all alone.
93rd point of the year is in the books, and his 29th goal. And the New York Rangers are putting an exclamation point on this win against the Leafs. That will even the season series between the two as Lundqvist makes a save there off stage and in front of the goal. Jagr from his mister.
He leads the team in points. Leads the team in goals now, assists, shots on goal, power play points. And here he's, in the last 2 years in New York. Take a look at those stats. This guy's as good as he feels like being.
And that is oft times the problem.
Well,
but when he is going great.
This New York team's going to be a tough one to handle, and if they make the playoffs, and it looks like they got a chance to do that.
Yes, they do. Tabina around back of the net. Devereaux gets it freed up. Stajan knocked down his man, and out comes the Leafs with a pass on the right side for Steen. His drive went off the blocking glove of Lundqvist into the screening and out of play.
Jaromir Jagr, everyone thinks he's a non-talkative sort. It's exactly the opposite. There he's talking to Perry Purn saying, do you have an idea? You've got to make sure that you know what, and of course, because of that, Rennie comes down. Do we have a problem here, Mr. Superstar? Because if we do, I'm going to correct it right now. But that just shows you when Yogs wants to play, he's got the passion, it really makes a difference because everybody has to be accountable.
Well, the Rangers are playing without two pretty good defensemen, Fedor Tutin and Karol Kunik, who will knock two of these guys out of the lineup. And he
Hall tries to center, but the net has become dislodged as one of the Ranger defensemen crashed into goaltender Lundqvist in the race for that icing, and it will be faced off in the circle to the right.
Well, Lundqvist has been not the Leafs that are doing it. It's the Rangers.
Well, you want the playoff hopes to dash before your eyes if you're a New York Ranger fan or player. If this kid goes down, then they are in big trouble. They don't have a backup goaltender.
Stephen Valaket is the name you were thinking of, and he is 1-2-0 with a 3.13 goals against average. There he is.
Now, you're right. You guys made a good point. If the Rangers stay healthy, they can do some damage in the postseason. You think about last year in the postseason, Jagr had the shoulder injury. And the team really didn't face any adversity until they got into the first round. Well, they've had their adversity early on in the year, and they're healthy, and they're getting great goaltending. I wouldn't want to face them in the East.
Well, depending on how New Jersey and Pittsburgh finish, at this particular point anyway, with the Penguins with 101 points, one more than New Jersey, it would be a Pittsburgh-New York first-round matchup.
12-3-3 counting this one in their last 18 games.
And if the New Jersey Devils are able to overhaul the Pittsburgh Penguins and win their division, then it would be a Ranger-New Jersey series.
Not much rivalry there.
No, hardly at all. And I'm sure Lou Lamoriello is anxious so that it's only a bus ride.
Now, every one of these fans, they take great joy in knowing they don't live in the swamp. And when they had a parade, they didn't have it in the parking lot. Okay, they had it on a real road. Yes, Broadway.
However, the Devils fans can kind of point to a few more times that they've had a parade in the swamp.
It's funny, the Islanders as well. You know, these are 4 Stanley Cups, the dynasty, and yet the Rangers get all the credit.
Exactly. Well, they have the Big Apple and Broadway to parade down in the Canyon of Heroes. Is that not what it's called, Heels?
That we'll call it that for sure.
And along the boards here is Pohl unable to get to it. Centering effort was blocked, and the Rangers get it out. Slipped down into the zone. Around back of the net with 5:26 left to play. And the Leafs at this particular point are obviously just hoping to get out of here with some help and then realize that the final 3 games, they do have their destiny in their own hands if they are able to win or at least stay on pace with Montreal. The Canadiens are at home to Boston Tuesday, here in New York against the Rangers on Thursday, and in Toronto on Saturday. The Leafs will host the Flyers on Tuesday, play the Islanders on Long Island on Thursday, and finish with the Canadiens at home. A pass back into the slot. Ponikarovsky fanned on it. Nylander and Jagr on a 2-on-1. Ponikarovsky trying to get back, and the deflection on the poke check by Aubin. At the point, a shot is deflected, and Aubin stopped that. Ranger fans are enjoying this one, as well they should. Tucker lays it off on the left wing side. Hal Gill gets it to the line and in. And it is smothered by Lundqvist and Hell. The Rangers in a lapper, 7-2. Well, we're back here at the New York, and stay tuned after the game. TSN Next will continue coverage of the 2007 Ford World Men's Curling Championship as Canada takes on Switzerland. Glenn Howard and the Canadian team currently 2-0. Face off to the right of Henrik Lundqvist. 4:15 to play in the third period. Devereaux sending it back. Matt Sundin is getting the rest of the night off as Straka brings it out, and McCabe will settle it down and take it back into the Toronto zone. Ian White got it ahead, and it's deflected deep into Pittsburgh, into New York territory. Around on the boards it goes. Cut off there by Devereaux, played in along the wall for Steen. Steen battles his man for the puck and comes out with it. Tries to send it back for Stajan. They cycle it along the boards and then lost it. And the Rangers will get it to center, and Sean Avery sends it deep into the Toronto end. He is going to be the first star in the game, I do believe, as Avery with 2 goals and 1 assist. And now the New York fans are serenading the Leafs. Up on the right side is Jed Ortmeyer with a shot kicked away by Aubin. Callahan in along the boards, trying to get away from Ian White. Spun back in along. It comes out in front off the pass of Ortmeyer. Callahan leaves it there for Cullen. Cullen back to the point. Long shot wide of the Leaf goal. Came around on the far side. And up on the right side now for Bates Battaglia. They are a vocal group in this building and always have been.
Well, there was a game earlier on this year, Joe. Rangers weren't playing well, and the crowd started chanting, "We suck." So,
yeah, they can be both the pro and con, can't they?
They wear their hearts on their sleeve.
Yep. Laid down into the zone and knocked out on the right side. Here's Blair Betts gaining center, and into the Leaf zone it goes. That bounced away off one of those stanchions, and Aubin had to watch it carefully. Kavina for Tucker. His pass off a skate and down into New York territory. The Rangers are closing in on the postseason here in New York. As it's sent in wide of the goal. Tucker on the near wing, trying to get it out. Tom Rennie has done an excellent job with this New York team. And in getting number 68 focused and ready to go is probably as big a compliment to him as any. Malik drops it back. Under 2 minutes to play. Nylander in on the right side. He'll play it back to Malik. Malik will send a wrist shot that is deflected by Isbister down and wide of the net. The Leafs will fly home, have a day to think about it, and then face the daunting task of trying to run the table, or at least stay with the Montreal Canadiens until the big game next Saturday. And all the while hoping that Carolina doesn't get into the mix, as they have 86 points after their win today over Florida. Across the line with less than a minute to go, and the Ranger faithful are on their feet. Gill for Cole, gets it back again, a long shoot in his block, and it's shot into the Ranger bench and out of play. The Ranger crowd enjoying it here. 7-2 New York. Jaromir Jagr with a goal and 2 helpers. Sean Avery with 2 goals and 1 assist. Gill will play it off to Brian McCabe. A lead pass, trying to sweep in there is Perreault. Played it around back of the net. Centering attempt went astray. Cole trying to dig it out, and the Rangers will get it out. Sean Avery tied up by Bates Battaglia. Here's Shanahan for Nylander. Back to the point. Avery looking for three, and he shot it wide. Cleared out into the center ice, and that'll do. The New York Rangers are within a win of a postseason berth. Tonight's game story is brought to you by Boston Pizza. Make Boston Pizza your Wednesday night hockey headquarters. You're among friends at Boston Pizza. Sean Avery with 2 goals and an assist. Andrew Raycroft driven from the net after 4 goals as the Rangers win it 7-2.
Well, the Leafs were soundly defeated by a much better team tonight here in New York.
Henrik Lundqvist does a great job, and the Ranger tradition that has started here. A salute to the crowd will come here. Tonight's third period summary brought to you by Mazda, where it all comes back to Zoom Zoom. After a 5-2 lead, Rozabal and Yager complete the scoring in the third as the Leafs lose it by a score of 7-2. Our Molson Canadian 3 stars for this evening's game. Sean Avery, number 1, Jaromir Jagr, number 2, and Michael Nylander is the game's 3rd star.
Well, the Leafs gave it a bit of a shot here for the first half of the first period, and then it was all Rangers.
7-2, the final. Avery with 2 goals and an assist, and this fight with Darcy Tucker. We invite you to stay tuned here on TSN as the 4 World Curling Championships are coming up next. For Harry Neal